If you're a real estate agent in California, you've probably been burned by a contractor you referred. Maybe they showed up late, did sloppy work, or disappeared halfway through the job. And when that happens, it's not just the contractor's reputation on the line, it's yours. I've been in California construction for about 15 years and have worked with hundreds of contractors. Some are great, some are not so great. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple 5-step system to find reliable contractors so you can confidently refer those to your client. We'll cover how to verify the license, the right questions to ask, red flags to watch for, and how to turn a good contractor into a long-term referral partner. By the end, you'll know exactly how to build a roster of trusted pros who make you look like a hero, not a headache. Now, let's be honest, referring a contractor can feel risky. If the job goes sideways, your client may not remember the contractor's name, but they won't remember you were the one who recommended them. That's why some agents stop referring contractors altogether. But that also means they're missing out on a lot of value for their clients and their business. You don't have to gamble with referrals. My construction company has gone through strict pre-qualification processes to work with HOAs, property management companies, and big clients. And this 5-step system is built on the same practices these multi-million-dollar companies use to assess and vet contractors like me. And after watching this video, any real estate agent or homeowner can use it too. So let's break it down step by step. Step 1 is non-negotiable. You have to verify their contractor license and insurance. If they do not have both, the conversation is over. I don't care how good someone says they are or how cheap their bid is. No license, no insurance, you don't move forward, period. Now, the good news is this is really easy to check. Now, part 1 for the license verification, every contractor in California has to have a valid contractor's license. It is the law. And here's how you check it. You just go to the Contractor State License Board website, which we'll link below. You can search for companies by their name, their license number. You can even search by the salesperson's information, and you want to look for a few things. Is the license active? Not expired? Not suspended? But active? Does the classification match the work? For example, I'm a Class B, which means a general building contractor. It can do a little bit of everything, whereas a C10 is electrical, a C36 is plumbing. You have to make sure that the license covers the work that you're actually looking to hire them to do. Third, you want to check if they're bonded and if they carry workers' compensation, which is all on that same page. Now, for the rest of the insurance verification, have them provide a certificate of insurance. All contractors should have a general liability policy already, and they can add your client and their property as an additional insured for free. Now, you want to make sure that the policy is current, not expired, and for a pro move, you can call the insurance company listed on the certificate to verify it's actually active. When I work with property management companies, this is always step 1. No exceptions, because this step protects you, your client, and your reputation. Now, for step 2, you want to ask for proof that they've done similar work before. You need more than someone saying, "Oh yeah, I can do that." You want evidence they've actually done it before successfully. Here are some things you can ask for. You can ask for photos of completed projects, before and after shots, descriptions of the scope of work, the size and the scale of those projects, the type of works they've done before, and where those projects were located. And here's a few things to look for in the photos or whatever they provide. Is it a similar type of work? There is a big difference between a kitchen remodel and new construction. There's a big difference between residential and commercial. There's a big difference between a small repair and a ground-up build. So make sure they've done the specific type of work your project requires. Is it a similar size? A contractor who specializes in small repairs will probably have a tough time with a large remodel, and vice versa. Size, in this case, does actually matter. Next up, is it a similar location? Do they work in your area or region? Out-of-area contractors are more likely to show up late and often take longer to complete projects. Is it a similar client type? Have they worked with homeowners, investors, property managers? Different clients have different expectations, and you want someone who understands yours. And lastly, for these photos, when were they taken? If all the photos are old, they might not be very active anymore. If all the photos are recent, they might not have been around for very long. Here's how you want to frame this when you're asking. Just say, "Hey, this project involves this type of work. Can you send me photos of 2 or 3 similar projects you've completed recently? I'd love to see the quality of your work and make sure it's a good fit." Then you can go through your review to see if your client's project is in their wheelhouse. Now, step 3, check references and ask the right questions. By now, you've verified their license, insured, and have done similar work. Now you want to know, what is it like to actually work with them? And you want to ask references about the budget and the timeline. Did they stick to the original budget? How did they handle change orders or unexpected issues? Did they finish on time? And how did they communicate any delays that came up? You want to ask about professionalism. How was their communication? Did they show up? How did they manage the job site and cleanup? Ask about problem solving. What went wrong and how did they handle it? Were disputes resolved professionally? Finally, you can ask, if you could do it over, would you hire them again? This gets more honest answers than just asking, did they do a good job? Why these questions work. Every project hits bumps. What matters is how the contractor handles those bumps. Red flags will include vague answers, unreachable references, or mentions of financial disputes, liens, or lawsuits. And for another pro tip, ask for references from projects at maybe 1 to 2 years ago to see if their work really holds up over time. Now, step 4, you want to start small if possible. Or at the very least, test them before you trust them with your best client. Ideally, you'd give them a small, low-stakes project first. Maybe it's a repair job or even a minor project on your own property or an investment property. Maybe it's one room instead of a whole house. But I know that's not always realistic. Sometimes you've got a client with a big project and you need someone now. So if you can't give them a full test project, here's what you can test. You can test their communication. How fast do they respond to your calls? How fast do they respond to your emails? Do they follow up in writing or is everything just verbal? Are they clear? Are they professional? You can test their documentation. Do they provide detailed written estimates? Do they use contracts and change orders? Is their paperwork organized or is it a mess? You can test their professionalism. Do they have a physical office or a business address? Do they have business cards, a branded truck, uniforms? Do they show up to meetings on time? And here's a big one. You can test their scope understanding. I always like to walk projects with them. Do they ask good questions? Do they spot potential issues you didn't see yourself? Do they give you realistic timelines and budgets? Or are they just telling you what you want to hear? Now, you can't always start small, but you can always test something about how someone shows up before the work begins. You want to pay attention to all the little things at this stage. Now, step 5, if they pass with flying colors all the way through, you want to build the partnership. Once you've found a reliable contractor, don't just refer them. You want to partner with them. Stay connected, check in regularly, and not just when you need something. Reliable contractors value reliable clients. So communicate clearly. Share all the project details you have upfront, your scope, your timeline, your budget, your client expectations. You can also give feedback. Let them know what they did well and address any issues that came up professionally. Help them improve at serving your clients by letting them know what their clients felt. Make it reciprocal. Ask for referrals now in return for both yourself and your other partners. Contractors usually know people who need an agent, a lender, or a designer. You're building a partnership, not just a transaction. If you do this right, they will prioritize your projects, they will send you better referrals, and deliver better service to your clients. Over time, you want to build a roster of 3 to 5 go-to contractors for different types of work. This helps improve your professional community while also serving your clients more fully. Now, before we wrap up, there are a few common mistakes I want you to avoid. Skipping insurance verification. Don't just take their word for it. Get a certificate of insurance every time. Mistake number 2, going with the lowest bid. Cheapest does not always mean best value. Mistake number 3, not getting everything in writing. Scope, timeline, payment, materials. You want everything important in writing. Mistake number 4 is ignoring red flags. Do your due diligence and trust your gut. Finding reliable contractors isn't about luck. It's about having a system, and now you have one. Now, if you want this system in a format you can actually use, head over to the California Housing Collective's website at californiahousingcollective.com and join our community for free. Inside, you'll get the partnership kickstart checklist. You'll get free courses on building referral partnerships. You'll see discussion groups to ask questions and get answers from other housing professionals. You'll have access to vetted agents, contractors, lenders, and designers from across California. The platform officially launches in early 2026, but you can join the waitlist today and get immediate access to everything we've built for free, no credit card required. Just go to californiahousingcollective.com and join today. In the meantime, keep learning, keep building, and keep connecting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.